Oh, lordy, where do we start? How you doing, everybody? Hope we're all well. Today, we're gonna do something different. Instead of flying out of London Heathrow, where we normally do, to Amsterdam and all that, today, we're going to be doing an American flight. So, from Tampa all the way to Jacksonville. From Tampa International to Jacksonville. Departure runway 19 right. Arrival runway 26. Cruising altitude 35,000 feet. 90 passengers on board. I'm pretty sure that this thing can carry more than 9. There we go. 335 people on board. A330-900neo, Virgin Atlantic, call sign Virgin 25 Yankee. Well, we haven't got ATC online anyway, so yeah. And we've got this. Got our route. And route distance 191 nautical miles. Generate flight. And we are going to download that. Flight downloads. GEO-FS flight plan. Download. There we go. Downloaded. Yeah. So far nothing on chat yet. And if we go on nav here, import. So welcome folks, if you're watching this video then be sure to maybe type some stuff in the chat. Type anything in the chat basically. And we are gonna upload our flight plan. Perfect. Alright. No. I didn't want to cruise at 29,000. So from the first waypoint, we're gonna go 30,000, fly level 300, minimum 300. And then we begin our descent down way to 4,500 to 2,500, and we should be all the way up to Jacksonville. And he's even like aligned us sort of with the ILS approach. So if we kind of edit that and put a waypoint there. I guess a bit of a better ILS approach. Or if we put us a bit there. So file, then file. Yep, we now have a better visual on the ILS. So first waypoint will be down to 3,000. What? Yeah, so that would be 3,000. First waypoint 250, 2,500, and then we begin down to 1, down to 1,000. So basically maintain 250. flight level 025 until we disengage autopilot. So we zoom it. And then got 2 viewers so far. Welcome. Folks. Yep, and we will also have some other stuff as well. Air 144, good to see you, mate. Welcome on the stream. So filing, and then we can begin our departure. So yep, we filed at the minute. Let's get out. We do have fuel on board, so we can soon begin pushback. So we now have, since we now have our airplane, we're gonna connect the tug, enable pushback. There we go, we've got the tug right there. Probably can't see because I'm in the way. But now if we simply just, so we're gonna push back now. Oh, yeah, there we go. To a slowly pace, and then we're gonna begin our yaw to the left, 4 degrees. And then we bring our yaw to the right a little bit. And so yaw 0. Like so. Push on, push now off. and then we get rid of the tug menu, get rid of the tug menu, and we don't need that. So if we go ahead, start our engines, and now if we taxi chat seems to be quiet, so bit of a speed bump there. And we're going to set our flaps to 2. Spoilers. Using the good old stick and throttles for this. And we are cleared to take off. So we're also now going to line up on the runway. And of course you might have to push back a bit. Flaps 2 out of 5. We'll do a quick flight control check before our departure. So ailerons, Yep. Elevator. Rudder. Flight control check completed, and then we can now begin our takeoff. So anyone else in the chat, just feel free to just need to do some things before we depart. What the barnacles, I have no idea how that happened, but come on. There we go. So now it's in place. We've got everything sorted. Flaps 2 degrees. Flight control check is good. We're going cockpit. Full thrust. Knots, 140, 150, V1, rotate, positive brake, gear up. Navigation on. Good at flying. So nav. First waypoint was to get us all the way up to 17,000. So we're going to climb a little bit higher and faster. We're going to cruise with 440 knots. .84. And then The guy, hello to you, mate. Welcome on stream. Once we've reached cruising, we can basically turn off the seatbelt sign and just enjoy the rest of the flight. We're going to maintain our current heading, which will be and then after changing S400 we climb and go ahead and bring our flaps up. And then soon enough, since this is GEO-FS, it may be a bit less laggy, hopefully. And I hope that my software will be able to capture the butter landing. That's if we do a butter landing. We're gonna be, so today's flight will be around an hour and, Dimmer Aviation, hello to you, mate. So today's flight will be around an hour and 7 minutes in real life if you're using this aircraft, but because we're in the sim, we're gonna stick, because I don't know what time we're going to be arriving at Jacksonville, but hopefully we have enough time to show, because I don't want to make the flight too boring. Yep, there's our turn now onto our waypoint. So we're now heading on course. Since we're now heading on course to Jacksonville, we can now just enjoy the rest of the flight. So I'm gonna do my best to read out as many comments as I can. In the flight. So yeah, let's try and keep the comments coming. If you subscribe to the channel, it will pop up on the screen next to the chat. So yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want. And yeah, so we're gonna just make yourselves comfortable. We're also gonna have some more, hopefully some more people coming. So we've also got some other people maybe watching this show as we speak. 10 viewers, been live for 25 minutes. So we're now at our, hopefully at our cruising altitude. Now at our cruising altitude, we'll seatbelt sign off, landing lights off, everything else that needs to be off is going to be now off, and we will continue the flight. So far maintaining a pretty good speed, if I do say so myself. Maintaining a pretty good speed at the minute, if I do say so myself. Got we should coming towards so we've just flown past Formosa Springs, so maintaining flight level 300 en route to Jacksonville, which will be, so we should be so we're also going to maintain a good approach speed so then we don't stall. And to be honest, it's been my first time flying the 330, so I honestly have no idea what to expect. I have no idea if we're going to get, I don't know, something that to go wrong. I have no idea what to expect, so yeah. And at the point of our descent, by the time we get 3,000, we'll put our flaps down to 2. So at 4,000, we'll put flaps 1. Actually, we'll put flaps 2 at 7, flaps 1 at 7,000. Then we'll put flaps 2 at 3,000. Currently leaving Florida now, so we will currently leaving Florida now with a good amount. A330 cockpit is of course animated. Well, it's not interactive, but it's alright for a browser. It's alright for a browser, I've got to be honest with you, mate. And we're almost at our last waypoint where we can begin our descent into Jacksonville, where we will be beginning our descent into Jacksonville. So far we're half an hour into the flight. Hello. Yep. I have no idea because they're not my chickens, they are yours. Yep, so far not much to do, just in a room. Yep, turning to, now I'm going to begin our descent now, so to 20,800. Gonna descend with 370 knots. Knots of speed for us, so should be making a nice smooth gentle descent slope, hopefully. We might reduce some speed a bit more to 350 knots. Are of course gonna now beginning our descent. So we're almost at Jacksonville. So we're beginning our descent into the Jacksonville airspace. So if we were on, if we did have ATC right about now, we'd probably be checking in with Boston Center, or whatever center control it is, and we're flying over Grainesville Airport, so we should hopefully be arriving in a few minutes. Yep. Now making our descent now to 17,800. Following quite well. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for approach, please. So we're now at 17,000. Make a 8-hour flight. I might not be able to make an 8-hour flight, but probably depends. But the thing is, if I was to make an 8-hour flight, where would I fly to? That would be the question. And what aircraft as well. Because we want the right aircraft to be able to handle like an 8-hour flight, which would probably be under ahead of schedule or something. Because we don't want a flight that's too long. So Jacksonville to Tampa, flight time 1 hour 7 minutes, and we are now descending to 13,400. So we are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost there. You can try London to Dubai. I think too long, probably. Yeah. So I would say no to that. I'm not like, I would like to do a London to Dubai flight, but the thing is, it's that basically take over a day on the sim to complete. So we can try a different flight, like, I don't know, maybe go from maybe London to Madrid or something, or even Toulouse to, or something else. But from now on we're gonna do short haul, because we're gonna save the long haul flights for late, for the future of the sim challenges, when we got the proper stuff. We're gonna save the long haul flights for when we got the proper stuff. Now descending to 13,400 feet, which we've now done. So Jacksonville, Ali Groves, hello to you, mate, welcome on stream. Now landing in the A330 by Virgin Atlantic, so hopefully we might even be able to make it a smooth landing. Might even make it a smooth landing. Going to be working on semi-functional train while watching. Okay, that's cool by me. So now on almost final approach, we're gonna come in now, descend 7,000, gonna descend to 100 feet below 8,000 feet, so flaps 1 for this bit. also Sunday, maybe Friday, ladies and gents, we'll be when I come back from we'll be live doing a plane spotting. Do I fly in real life too? I wouldn't say I fly on airlines, but I'm not like actually I fly to countries as a passenger, but I'm not really a pilot. Well, I mean, I'm not old enough to be a pilot yet, but I mean, I wish I could be a pilot and like maybe train or something to flying commercial, but the thing is, it's hard when you think about it. But we do fly in real life as well, like traveling to different countries around Europe. So yeah, that's basically what we do, if that's what you meant. But we're not a pilot or anything in real life, which is why we do on the sim. We're now gonna go ahead, put our flaps 2, and since we're now gonna maintain our speed at 290 knots. Train is based on the Danish 2GMM. Not sure what train that is, but sounds exciting. I look forward to seeing it. Maybe you could tell me more about it. Since we still got auto thrust enabled before our arrival. Now coming into Jacksonville now. So far we've got another A330-200 inbound to Jacksonville. Send you a photo on Discord later. I'm going to be streaming the process anyway. Cool. And we can also do some other stuff whilst we wait. So, yep. Now entering Jacksonville airspace now. So, cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival into Jacksonville. Thank you very much. It would be cool though if GEO-FS had like ATC or something, because it would make it so much more realistic, and it would also be like really good as well. And easy. Where you gonna plane spot next time? Yep, so now descending to 4,000, flaps 3. Flaps 3. So now I'm coming into Jacksonville, 4,100 feet, flaps 3. Very good descent. Since we're now below, we're going to reduce our speed to 250 knots. Make that 270 knots. So I'm going to maintain a gentle speed for our approach. So coming into Jacksonville now. So who thinks they could find the airport from up here? So we're soon going to be down to 3,000, which is when we put flaps 4, and then the butter machine. So we're in the A330-neo, and thanks to our flight plan on SimBrief, managed to make us on a really good ILS approach, which will be a lot easier for a smoother landing, I would say. So yeah, I hope this works. So gonna make our slow and steady approach. Also, folks, you can let me know if you want to disable autopilot, because that's probably the one bit I always forget to do, is know when the right time is to disengage the autopilot. So that'll be something I might need to be reminded on, but so they say. Yep, now flaps 4. Gonna maintain flaps 3 for now until we get down to 2,500. So far, not much to do actually. It's always better to use SimBrief for flight simulation flight plans. It's always probably what I recommend the most for whatever sim you have that Navigraph can access. It's a lot easier, in my opinion. And on to the final approach now, flaps 4, and then we can put flaps 5 as soon as we've got the gear down. So we're now turning on to ILS approach now, runway 26, I think. Runway 26, yeah. So runway 26 now for our ILS approach, which I'm hoping, because of the mist, will be a bit easy for the landing, I hope. Yep, there's the runway. There it is. There's the runway. And we're going to reduce our speed now to 180 knots minimum. Gonna maintain 1000. So 1500 we're gonna maintain. So locked on ILS, gear down. 2500. So gear down, flaps full, got 2 on the please tell me this thing has a gear view. Seriously, this plane doesn't have a gear view? Oh my goodness me. Alright, we're gonna go tail. I'm gonna go on the tail view, nav off. Autopilot off. Easy. Easy. Easy, a little to the left. Come on. Yep, we might have to go around. We messed up the approach, so we're going around. We're gonna go around, so turn back on autopilot. Whoa. So we're gonna go around, gear up, and hopefully I can climb up to a stable altitude where for now arrive, autopilot off, gear down, flaps full. Flaps full. This is a lot harder. This is a lot harder to do without a gear view, folks, so that's what we want. Two red, 2 white on the puppy light. That's what we want. Go to normal view. We're probably not getting enough speed. Easy. 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 A little bit offset. Oh, that was hard. That was a bit hard. Turn reverse. Speed brakes up. reverse is off. Speed brakes down. Don't recommend landing in tail view. Well, I'm afraid it's kind of the only view I had to think of. Spoilers down, flaps up. We also taxi way too fast. So we just now gotta taxi to a good stand. To a good stand and park it up. We're gonna use this stand right here. So we're going to use this parking gate right here. Stop, stop, stop. Perfect. Engines off. Oh, that was close. Well, welcome to Jacksonville, and yeah, honestly guys, you've been a great audience today. So welcome to Jacksonville, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the sim challenge. We will replay the landing so then we can see how smooth it really was. So yeah, we will do that. And also like to give a shout out to everyone in the chat who watched the show from start to finish. Thank you everybody for your time and patience. It's been really good to having you. And so we're gonna watch the replay now. So yeah, replay time. So watching the replay. See, what I find hard about the landing is that I thought I was stalling, but then I must say that was like slightly hard, I gotta be honest. We just go from when we were on ILS, which was right there, and then if I position the camera into 40 cam, so if we go over here to about there, if we go to about there, and if we then enter chase cam, see our plane is all the way over there. Now let's watch. You guys can rate my landing out of 10 through the replay if you want to, so feel free to do that. I mean, the approach looked normal, but it was just the landing that. There's the float. There's the float. Yeah, maybe try cockpit view from next time. Captain Crayon, when are you going to spy ATC-24? Friday. So there was the landing from the A330. Well, thank you everybody for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed. We will catch you on Friday. And this is Harry's Aviation TV. We will catch you next time. Bye for now. Take care, everyone. You're watching Harry's Aviation.